All right. So I've had a couple of days. It's been 2 days now. I have a couple of days, actually like a day and a half, to calm down a little bit off of the preseason victory by the New York Giants. And you know what? I'm not calming down. I'm not calming down. You know why? Because I saw some things that I liked. I saw some things that I expected to see and was validated about. So I'm not going to calm down. No, I'm not. Obviously, it's just a preseason. That's not a question. That's not to be debated. It is only preseason, and in the big scheme of things, it absolutely means nothing, especially when we talk about the 2025 season. But as far as seeing what you want to see, Abdul Carter, seeing what you want to see, Jackson Dart, Marcus Bowe, Darius Alexander, Thomas Fidone. Like we saw what we needed to see, and we want these guys to build off of that. But without further ado, hello and welcome to Big Dash Knows. Big Dash knows what? New York Giants football. Let's go. Victory Monday is something that also happens during the preseason. I'm going to enjoy every time the New York Giants win, whether it's preseason or the regular season. I will say this, though. I've been in a bunch of spaces today and over the weekend, and ever since the New York Giants did beat the Buffalo Bills, and I've been in Bill spaces, I've been in Commander spaces, I've been in Cowboy spaces. Some people are giving us a little bit of respect, and again, it's the preseason. It really does mean nothing, but I think what had to happen was notice. And at the end of the day, it's about building our respect back, getting our respect back, one game at a time. And I do believe from what I've been hearing, and not just sports media, not just the major channels, I'm just talking about regular fans in spaces on social media. Some people are saying, you know what, it's just preseason, doesn't matter, let's see if they can do it in a real game. I understand that. But some other people from other fan bases are saying, did you see that New York Giants defense, that front? Dexter Lawrence wasn't even out there. Did you see Abdul Carter? These guys can be a top 5 defense, and that's music to my ears, right? Music to my ears, because going into this whole 2025, I've said it over and over again, and I said it at the beginning of this video, it's about getting our respect back. We got joint practices against the Jets coming up, right? I think it's Wednesday, Thursday. We got back-to-back practices, and then we got the preseason game. I expect Brian Daboll to look at these practices with a lot more weight, or these practices might have a lot more weight with Brian Daboll, because again, it is joint practices. It is against, a different team, a different opponent, a rival, in-state rival, So, do I expect the starters to play again in the Jets preseason game? Right now, I'm going to say no. I do expect to see Jackson Dart, but I don't know if we're going to see that offensive line. Probably won't see Russell Wilson. I want to see all of it, though. I want to see Russell Wilson back out there for more than one series. I want to see this offensive line out there for more than one series, the starting offensive line, because I saw some good things outside of the penalties by Hudson. I think we were able to protect the quarterback. 51 dropbacks, no sacks given up. I believe we only gave up 7 pressures the whole game for all 4 quarterbacks, and that's just not what New York Giants fans are used to when we talk about this offensive line protecting the quarterback. So that was a good sign. Got to give a big kudos and big shout out to Marcus Bowe. Shout out to Brian Baldinger for doing he clipped up some plays from Marcus Bowe. I saw that he clipped up some plays from Jackson Dart early Sunday morning, and I was like, you know what, please Baldy. Please, Baldy, can you clip up Marcus Bowe? And guess what? Ask and you shall receive. About 6 hours after that, he put up, a quick breakdown of Marcus Bowe, some of his reps, and how he was impressed, and pretty much said that Marcus Bowe was, I guess, the best rookie performance for the New York Giants, and that's saying a lot, because we did see what Jackson Dart did, and we did see Abdul Carter on 6 plays get pressure and being able to, to impact, the quarterback. So I'm just sitting back and I'm like, yes, because I went into this week talking about Marcus Bowe not being forced to be a starter right away and developing, and then you see him come out at right tackle and left tackle and didn't give up any pressure for the most part. Looked good on a lot of reps. I still don't believe he lost a rep yet. Going back and watching that, still have not seen the all 22. I don't know what NFL Plus Premium is doing, but I need the all 22. I need to see some things from different angles. I need to see the wide view. I need to see what these safeties were doing on some of these plays, but that's neither here or there. But very pleased with what I saw. If you follow a lot of Giants content creators, there's breakdown after the breakdown after breakdown. You got Big Blue Banter, you got Bobby Skinner, a couple of people that are out there breaking down the plays. No need for me to do none of that stuff because you've probably seen that already. And shout out to Nick Filato, shout out to Bobby Skinner for doing what they do best, and that's breaking down, the plays in all 22. But at the end of the day, it's just one preseason game, but I'm very pleased with what I saw. A slight concern on Andrew Phillips and his health. They're saying that he could not finish in the preseason game. Nick Jones ended up stepping in for him. But the good sign was there was a clip of the New York Giants walking back into the locker room from winning the game, and you can see Andrew Phillips walking without a limp. You can see him celebrating the W. So hopefully it's not anything serious. I didn't see a limp. I didn't see obviously. He's raising his hands. He's smiling. Clearly, hopefully, he's good to go. They did ask Brian Dable about Andrew Phillips. He didn't get into detail, just said that it wasn't anything serious. He just couldn't finish. So that's good news for me. But big week coming up. Waiting on the news for Andrew Thomas to see if he's actually going to start practicing or not. That's going to be the next big shoe to drop. But other than that, get the wide receivers back. Hopefully these guys are healthy. These guys are going to need some run, especially Jalen Hyde. A lot of guys that didn't play against the Bills. Hopefully they play against the Jets because we still need that chemistry. We still need those good reps, live reps, tackling to the ground. We need all of that. We need all of that. But let me know how you guys feel. It's been 2 days now. I'm still hyped with what I saw. I am grounded in reality as far as it being the preseason, but you can't deny what you saw. We saw our starters versus their starters, that offensive line versus our defensive line, and we saw our guys get after it. It wasn't Josh Allen, that's fine, okay, whatever. But again, Trubisky was under duress, and I'm pretty sure if it's Josh Allen, maybe he makes a couple of those plays, but that doesn't mean that we wouldn't get pressure on Josh Allen. So at the end of the day, solid performance from the New York Giants in preseason week 1 versus the Bills. Curious to see what happens against the Jets. Hopefully we play our starters again for a few series because the Jets have a pretty good team. They got a good offensive line. They got a good defensive line. We can get some good work, just not just in practice, but also in the games. But we'll see what happens with that. But with that being said, I want to thank everybody for vibing with me. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And from one Giants fan to another, this is Big Dash Knows, Big Blue Nation. Let's go.